I hope by now you realize, family, that today is Monday, and this is the day that many scholars believe that during Holy Week, Jesus went into the temple, and the famous story of him driving out the money changers. He went in there and he saw what they were doing from a commerce standpoint. He flipped over tables and he said, "You guys have made this a den of thieves." And one of the things that has really struck me as I've been studying Jesus's life recently, and this is something a little bit different that I don't think hit me the same way. Like I knew it, but it didn't hit me the same way it's hit me now. It's just how committed Jesus was day in and day out to his mission and his vision. If you think about this particular story, how difficult it would have been for him to go in there and basically disrupt everything that was going on. These were the leaders of the community. These were people who were influential. These are people who probably had a lot of means, who had a lot of influence, who had a lot of power. And for him to go in there and basically speak truth to power solo tells you what it is that he was really about. And my question for you today, family, is this. How committed are you to the mission and vision that God has put on your life? How committed are you to day in and day out walking and living out the thing that God has called you to do? Solve the problem that God has put you on this earth to solve. For many of us, we pause and we say, man, well, what happens if this person says this? Or what happens if this fails? Or what happens if this doesn't quite work out? And the question we should be asking ourselves is not what happens if it doesn't work out. What happens if it does work out? What happens if you put the music out and it goes viral? What happens if you start the business and you become a millionaire? Everything in your life changes.